Hello, and welcome to Candidates Forum 2021. My name is Ed Miller, and I am here with the candidate at large, David Teixeira. David, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And just to start, tell us a little about yourself and why you would make a good choice for Councilor-At-Large.
My name is David Teixeira. I've been in the city for the past 40 years. I'm a business owner, father of 5, which 2 of my older boys, they were both on the service. Actually, one got deployed to Iraq, the other one got deployed to Afghanistan. Thank God they're home safe. One is a state trooper, and the other one is a firefighter in the city today. And I got a daughter at Brockton High. I got a son at Kennedy School. I'm investing in the city. I'm a business owner. Like I said in the beginning, I'm a business owner. I own 4 businesses in the city. So I got the experience. I know what it takes on a Friday when you got to hand out the paychecks to your employees. You got to make sure that it's there for them. And I know what it takes to run a business. I've been doing for the past 20-some years as an owner. And I'm running for city council to bring my passion that I have for the city that gave me everything today, and the experience of my business that I have for business again in the city. I got to experience what it takes to be a great city council in this city, the city of Champion, the city where I get up every morning, I salute to it.
Okay, well, thank you. Seems like you're very active in the community, and that's very helpful. As you're running for Councilor-At-Large, there's a reason, everybody runs for a reason, and what do you believe is the most important issue that is facing the city councilor today? And what recommendations would you make to change if needed?
I know where our city is today, where we can be tomorrow, with the right people, with the common sense. You go there not for your best of interest, but for the interest of the city, for the interest of the people that live in the city. So when you take a vote, you don't take a vote on your interest. You take a vote on the best interest of the city. And that's my passion for the city.
Oh, very good, very good. And you mentioned you're a small business owner, and we have had many times small business owners express the frustration over the process of getting new projects off the ground and getting them approved in a timely manner. The primary concerns is the length of time it takes to get those approvals from the different boards and having the help needed to go through all the different boards. Do you recommend that there can be any changes to speed up that process and to make it more fair for a business to open up in Brockton?
Without a question. On every department, there will be an improvement. There's a need of improvement. Being a small business, we got to be more friendly business in this city. We need to be more friendly business, especially for the small business, because we are the engine of the city. This is how it starts. And being a small business, I know how it is, what it takes to run a business, and especially when you hit a bump that you got to fall back. You got to get up and do it again. But being a great businessman, when you make a best decision for your business, not just so much for your business, and for the people that works for you, because they depend on you. They depend on you weekly, monthly, year. They depend on you. So you got to have that common sense to make that the decision for your business, and to make sure that the people that works for you, that you definitely be by their side. So we definitely need to improve when it comes to a business. Be more friendly business in this city.
What are some of the improvements you think the city can do to speed up that process?
Like I said, be friendly business. So if an investor is coming to the city, the investor, we should definitely open the door, not trying to shrink the door on them. Open the door, process, for the license, planning board, process that quicker. That, we shouldn't have left anybody out, but, just process it quicker. Make sure that, that project gets going. Not tomorrow, but today. Let's do it as quick as we can to make sure we bring more business. Because when you bring more business into the city, what it does to our tax, the bracket of tax, because business, I'm one of them, we pay more. Our tax bracket it's almost double versus residential. And we use less service from the city. As a business owner, we use less service from the city than residential. So we're gonna take more money from the business versus the residential. So we need to attract more business to come to the city. So we can work on our tax bracket also.
Okay, thank you very much. And currently, the city council is elected every 2 years. There are many people who have said that's a short period of time. And many have asked, should we start on a 4-year period? And do you think it's time that we should go from part-time councilor-at-larges to full-time councilor-at-larges?
You know, that's a great question. Because 2 years, I don't think it's enough. Especially a council or a mayor, it won't give you enough time, because if you get elected, then you got to start thinking about running 2 years from now. So I think it will be a plus if you can move it to 4 years, but that's up to the voters, because you got to put on the ballot to be heard by the voters. But it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, very good point about putting it on the ballot. Do you think that the position should be a full-time position and not a part-time, being how big the city is?
We got to take that baby step. We should keep it as a part-time, because as is, I think it's been great and it's been working. Let's keep it as a part-time for the time being. We'll see what the future will hold.
Okay, and as a councilor-at-large, you're going to be required to vote on a lot of the bills that come in to the overall city. How would you vote and cast your vote if it's not favorable for the public, but could be beneficial to the city?
See, you serving the people. That's what we're doing. You know, if I'm elected, I'm going there for the people. Of course, I got to look on both sides. Which is going to be good for the people? It should be good for the city. And when I cast my vote, I'm not going there to cast my vote because for myself, but I'm doing for the people of the city. What's going to benefit our city? So it's always on the back of my mind. It's about the people of the city.
Okay. I got the last question, and then we'll give you a couple of minutes to, again, tell people why you're running. Though it doesn't fall under the purview of the city council, it is an issue that people are talking about, and you do have a say because you are a council person if you get elected. 3 years ago, the city entered into a trash agreement that resulted in much smaller barrels, where a family of 2 can barely fit what they need in a week. Also, we've seen a 25% increase in the cost of the Brockton bags, which is also a 350% markup if we were able to go buy bags just at the local grocery store. What would your opinion be and your view be when it's time to go over a new contract, maybe bring in another company? What is your opinion on the issues that we're having, and what is your opinion on what would make it better and easier for the residents of Brockton?
When they passed the contract, that was on former Mayor Bill Carpenter. I was not happy. But because they say it's 32 gallon, it's not. Because with the wheel, the way they design, you know, you get a family of 6, you'll fill that within a few days.
Correct.
And that's why you get overfull. That's why the street, you know, especially when the trash company comes around to pick up the trash, they take in the barrels. It's sold down by machine now into the roll-off. And when that's full, then that's when they dump that onto the truck. So there's plenty of time. I drive by the truck, the dump truck. I see trash falling off. Then they're not pulling to the side to collect that trash. That's one of the problems that we have, because when they overflow, especially the trash barrel, when they throw that onto the truck, the garbage truck, they're not looking back. So we need to make sure that Republican Trash and Company is call on that. It doesn't come from the city council, because we got to look on the contract, but it's from the top, from the mayors. But that's something that we need to work on. There's nothing like have a clean city. We need to work hard, reach out across the aisle and say, what can we do? Let's not just be a city of champion, but let's be a city of cleaning. Because, that goes a long way. Just to give you an example, I go to Quincy. What a beautiful place there. It's clean. We can do it here. Because if I do my part, Ed Mill does his part, then the other neighbors say, wow, let's all get together and get our street clean, our house clean, and we'll have a beautiful city. That we do, don't get me wrong, but we need to do more. There's always room for improvement.
So if I understand what you're saying, it really starts with the size of the barrel.
It does.
Okay. And I personally will agree with that. If you look at the other communities in the area, much larger. So thank you. We have a couple of more minutes. If you'd like to talk directly to to our audience, tell them why that you're running, why they should vote for you.
Again, my name is David Teixeira. I'm running for City Councilor-At-Large for the first time, because there's an open seat. I'm a business owner in the city. Been here for over 40 years. I'm a father of 5, which 2 of my old boys, they were both in the service. They both got deployed. One got deployed to Afghanistan, and the other one got deployed to Iraq. But they're home safe. Today, they are serving our city. One is a firefighter in the city, and the other one is a state trooper. I got my 3rd older daughter that's on Brockton High, and my son goes to Kennedy, and my daughter is not old enough to go to school yet. I'm here because I see what our city is today, where we can bring our city tomorrow. And with my experience, my passion, we can do a better job. There's room for improvement. Also, I've been a Brockton Housing Commission for the past 7 years. License Commission for the past 4 years. Metro South for the past 6 years. So I got what it takes, a business owner, as an owner from the past 20 years. And I will tell you a little bit about myself. I started the mattress making in 1984 after school. Sweeping the floor, taking the trash out, make sure the place stays clean. Graduated in 86, went to Massasoit for criminal justice. I was there for a 1.5 years, but because I had to work, I was brought up by a grandmother that taught me the value of life, the respect of life. Education, school, and respect, especially the elderly. And that's who I am today, because of her, because of my grandmother. And I am running to make a difference, to bring my experience that I have in this city, the city that I love, the city where I invest. I build my house in here. All my business are here. We got 4 businesses in this city. So they're all here in this city. So I think if I contribute to my city, with my experience, we can make a difference. And on November 2nd, I'm going to humbly ask for your vote. One of the 4 to vote for David Teixeira. Thank you.
Okay. Well, David Teixeira, thank you for taking the time for this interview. Thank you for sharing your views running for Councilor-At-Large. And remember, don't forget that November 2nd is the election, and only you, when you vote, can make the difference in this city. Thank you, and have a great day.